Can we ever truly grasp the profound impact of forced assimilation on indigenous peoples? From the late 19th to the mid-20th century, a relentless campaign to erase indigenous cultures, languages, and identities unfolded. This insidious agenda, spearheaded by European settlers, manifested in various forms, most notably through the establishment of Indian boarding schools. Indigenous children were forcibly removed from their families and communities, subjected to harsh assimilationist practices that aimed to civilize them by eradicating their languages, cultures, and traditions. The trauma inflicted was profound and devastating, contributing to intergenerational cycles of pain, disconnection, and loss. A pivotal moment in this dark history was the passage of the Indian Removal Act of 1830, authorizing the forced relocation of indigenous peoples from their ancestral lands to designated reservations. This act further fragmented indigenous communities, isolating them both physically and culturally. The federal government's policy of allotment, introduced through the Dawes Act of 1887, sought to break up communal land holdings and assimilate indigenous peoples into mainstream American society by promoting private land ownership. Ironically, these policies often led to the loss of indigenous land and further economic hardship. Today, the legacy of forced assimilation continues to reverberate through indigenous communities. They grapple with intergenerational trauma, cultural loss, and ongoing challenges to sovereignty and self-determination. Yet, despite the immense adversity they have faced, indigenous peoples have shown resilience and perseverance, tirelessly working to reclaim and revitalize their cultures, languages, and traditional knowledge. As we confront the grim truth of forced assimilation, the fight for indigenous rights and recognition is far from over. We must acknowledge this painful history and amplify indigenous voices as we strive towards healing, reconciliation, and a future built on justice and respect for all peoples. Through education, advocacy, and meaningful action, we honor the resilience of indigenous communities and work towards creating a more inclusive and equitable society for future generations. It is essential to recognize the ongoing impacts of forced assimilation and work towards dismantling systems of oppression to create a world where indigenous peoples can thrive, reclaim their identities, and contribute their rich cultural heritage to the collective tapestry of humanity. In the face of forced assimilation, indigenous communities continue to rise, demonstrating the enduring strength of their cultures and the unbreakable spirit of their peoples. In our next episode, delve into the issues faced by the indigenous based on their legacy and recognition. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more exciting things about interesting topics? Subscribe to Dopamines today and turn on push notifications to never miss a video. See you in the next one.